Communism has always worked. And you know who knows that very well?
Alright, guys, we have more communist cope, so let's just go ahead and dismantle it.
The same people that have told you from birth that it doesn't work. You know how you know that they know? Because if they actually believed their lies, if they actually thought that communism has always failed and collapsed, why in the world would they spend the thing they love the most, their precious money? Why would they spend billions of dollars to attack every single socialist state, to try to strangle it in its crib by attacking it economically with blockades, militarily, even through chemical warfare attacks, and of course, ideologically, in order to convince the people of the world, but especially the working class of their own country, that it's always failed?
So all of this is just garbage conspiracy dressed up as political wisdom. The claim communism has always worked is already historically false. Every communist regime either collapsed, stagnated, or had to abandon communism to survive. So instead of evidence, he builds a fantasy villain, a global capitalist cabal secretly terrified of communism's success. This is just pure conspiracy. He can't explain communism's failures without inventing a shadow war where all evidence is hidden and all outcomes are rigged. Also, his logic implodes here. If communism always works, why were communist countries starving without any sanctions? Why did Mao's famine happen before any blockade? Why did Cambodia slaughter a quarter of its population with zero US economic stranglehold? Why did the USSR implode despite having nuclear weapons, superpower status, and total control over a sixth of Earth? His explanation only works if you pretend internal policy didn't destroy these countries. If your ideology only survives by blaming imaginary billion-dollar plots, your ideology doesn't function in reality.
You know why? Because when you, working class American, actually realize what communism is, you're going to jump right into communism. You're going to join the American Communist Party. And I'll tell you why. All of you, all of you believe in American democracy being a government of, by, and for the people. Guess what? That ain't what we got now. We got government of, by, and for big banksters, military industrial complex, Wall Street. Government of, by, and for the people is nothing more than communism. That's all communism is. It's us taking responsibility for the trajectory of our country. So stop being lied to by the same people that keep you and your kids in misery and in debt slavery. Wake up, join the American Communist Party, and fight for an America that lives up to its values, an America that is actually communist.
He takes the emotional appeal of government of the people and tries to smuggle communism under that label like it's the same thing. It's blatant semantic reframing, and it collapses the moment you compare definitions to reality. Communism is not the people running the country. Communism is abolishing markets, abolishing private property, centralizing all economic power under a one-party state, and eliminating political opposition. That is the opposite of democracy. You don't get government by the people by creating a system where dissent is illegal, elections are fake, and the ruling class controls the media, the economy, the courts, and the military. Every communist state follows this pattern because the structure itself demands authoritarianism. You can't centrally plan an entire economy without forcibly controlling society. Also, his claims that workers will jump into communism once they understand it is just delusional as hell. People living under communism risk their lives to escape it. Nobody flees into it. Nobody is going to a communist country. Also, the final appeal, join the American Communist Party, is built entirely on emotional manipulation, historical revision, and the lie that communism equals democracy. It doesn't, it never has, it never will. The fact he has to redefine communism into something it isn't proves he knows the actual ideology is indefensible. In conclusion, very horrible cope argument by a communist.